So let's see how the PCI Navigator works in real time. First thing, of course, is to determine physiological significance of the lesion. And you can see here in this mid-LED, we've got 14% of the myocardium at risk and a strong focal pressure gradient dropping to an FFR of 0.69. If we click on this, we can actually enter into the PCI Navigator, which shows us cross sections of the arteries, the longitudinal of the arteries, as well as, of course, the pullback. The first thing that we want to do is go on to the morphology. And what the morphology allows us to do very quickly is to see that the morphology is a densely calcified focal lesion with areas of 270 degrees of calcification, but most predominantly thick eccentric calcification, which to be honest might be best suited for atherectomy. In particular, orbital atherectomy, which can help debulk this calcification, especially in areas of small lumen area. And we can confirm that by simply switching on the other features of the plaque, which show that this is a large, eccentric, bulky calcium with a small lumen area, which could be ideal for orbital atherectomy. Once we've covered our morphology, we're going to go to length and diameter, and the next thing we're going to do is actually determine our optimal angulation. And here we can see we're going to be working in cranial 31. Now what we're going to do is focus on the physiology, and what you can see is that there's a focal gradient just like we see from the angiogram. So what we're going to do is scroll into the lesion, and then we're going to scroll out of the lesion until we find a normal landing zone. And I think something like this is going to be very good. Distally, we're going to scroll into the lesion, and we're going to scroll out of the lesion until we find a normal landing zone. And what you can see here is that we are normal to normal at 28 millimeters. That's our length. For diameter, you'll notice distally we're 2.5 millimeters. Because this is lumen guided sizing, we're going to upsize to 3. And proximally, we're 3.3 millimeters. We can upsize half a millimeter, and so proximally we're going to be performing proximal optimization with a 3.75 millimeter balloon. So in the matter of 2 minutes, the PCI Navigator can confirm ischemia on physiological testing, help us identify morphology and what type of lesion preparation is needed, and then provide us with the length and diameter so that all of our tools are available in the cath lab for the time of PCI.